Chelsea Coleman, aka CleoDaGodmother, the creator and host of BlkGirlsSpeak TV, and this is BlkGirlsSpeak, a podcast for and about informing, uplifting, and empowering women of color across the globe.
Did you miss me? Cause I missed y'all, man. What's up? What's up, BGS Nation? It's your girl, CleoDaGodmother. And I am here on BlkGirlsSpeak, Season 2, Episode 4, where I'm talking about all things black woman, all things black girl, all things black. Y'all know I gotta put emphasis on that black. Cause that's what I am, black. That's what you are. Well, some of my viewers. That's what y'all are. Y'all are black. I think the goal for today should definitely be to help your brother and help your sister, because it's crazy out here. I got a bunch of friends. First of all, let's talk about Hurricane Ida, because most of you who don't know, I moved. I no longer reside in Louisiana. I now reside in San Francisco, California. And it's so wild because I moved a week before the storm came. So thinking about it, if I wouldn't have moved, I would have been stuck in Louisiana crying, probably ready to fight, because then I would have missed out on grad school. I would have missed out on my first semester of grad school. I would have had to play catch up. And when I further explain, you're gonna understand why I don't have time to play catch up. Hurricane Ida impacted my family, my friends, Louisiana as a whole. And I think it's important that right now we help those around us, because as we can see, we really only have each other. I mean, I haven't seen any government officials talk about Hurricane Ida in the way that it actually is. They have a way of romanticizing and simplifying what's really going on. And I kind of wish that they didn't do that, because they're only focusing on the major cities in Louisiana. And there are places like Thibodaux, Laplace, Lafayette, Hammond, where I'm from, where it's like ruined. Like, some of my friends from where I'm from in Hammond won't have lights until September 17th. Like, are you serious? And the storm happened, what, 2-3 weeks ago? I'm not really certain, because when it happened, it was a blur, because my family was back at home and they didn't have no lights. And I just was worried about them, especially because I'm so far away. I'm like 3,000 miles away. And it took a toll on me mentally. And a part of me wanted to go back home and say, F all this. I'm going back home. My people need me. But a part of me was like, me being here is gonna be their way to leave when another one comes. I say all that to say, the spiel. I did a spiel. But I say all that to say, please help your friends, help your family, especially right now, man. It's like hurricane, then pandemic. I got friends who in undergrad, who in grad school, who either can't go back to school because they don't have anywhere to stay, or are forced to go back to school because the school is making them go back. So it's just, this transition, this period of life that we're in is hectic, it's chaotic. It's almost like you can never get a break. If it's not one thing, it's another thing. And I really want us to see the bigger picture, in my opinion, from my perspective. And the bigger picture is we only have each other. Yeah, Biden came and saw and did what the president's supposed to do. But like I said, Louisiana's supposed to be back up and running by now. We're such this great country and our infrastructure is so, and people want to come here and live. Don't you think we would already be back up the lights. Help your people. I'm probably gonna, not even probably, there will be links to donate, to send cash apps, to send food. I will try my best to go on Twitter because that's the only places that actually have links to donate to survivors and all that. I'll try my hardest to put the links to people's GoFundMes, to people that I know personally, to people that know my people personally, just so we can create a flow of giving. Because when you give, you get back, you know? So yeah, I'm probably gonna do that because it's important. I think that, I had to clear my throat. I think that this pandemic and Hurricane Ida together is an eye-opener. And I'm not gonna get too deep into it because I have other episodes to record, so I can always save it for later. But I just want you guys to think about that, you know? It's weird that they're happening at the same time, in the same cycle in our lives. Because you know, life is seasonal and we go through cycles. And it seems like, I'm not gonna go too deep into it because I want to talk about it in another episode. But I think that it's important that we open our eyes right now because a lot of the things that we believed are just illusions. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just, you know, introspective and, you know, self-observant and whatnot. And I'm just really thinking about it, you know? Because even though I'm in California, and I'm not in Louisiana, California is suffering from fires. You know, like it's like literally non-stop, never ending. Pandemic, climate change, hurricane. And then you got I know y'all saw New York. I'm mad that I almost left them out. New York was flooded. I've never ever seen New York like that in my life. And New York is like my dream home. Like I can't wait to move out there and just experience that life. I've never seen New York like that before. So everything is really just like, what the hell is going on? You know? I don't know. But I would love to hear what you got to say. So in the comment section below, please tell me all about the pandemic, all about the hurricane, all about everything. And just tell me how it makes you feel. This is an open space. And it's important that we have these conversations. Now, besides all the emotional stuff, you know, the song of the week is, it's gonna be funny, but it's not funny because this is from my heart. The song of the week is I'm Up by NBA Youngboy. Free him, period. You know where I'm from. I ain't even gotta say nothing else about it. That's the song of the week. Go listen to it. Free my nigga. Now, the book of the month is a book that my oldest sister gave me that I've been reading. She doesn't know I've been reading. I haven't really told her because I wanted to finish it before I told her. But the book of the week is The Psychology of Wealth. And I believe that she gave me this book because she knew that I was moving to a new city where the living wages and salary and all that is way different. Rent is way higher. Everything costs money out here. So I feel like she gave me this book so I wouldn't lose my mind while I was out here trying to live like a grad student. I love this book so far. I think I'm on like chapter 4. I don't even know how many chapters are in this book. Let's see. Let's see. How many chapters are in this book, man? 11. I'm on chapter 4. I just started reading this book maybe 2 weeks ago. And I love it. I think you all should get it. You already know I'm gonna have the link to this book on Amazon in the description box. Just like I'm gonna have I'm Up by NBA Youngboy in the description box, because freedom. You guys like my new setup? Isn't it great, guys? I love my new setup. It looks so much more podcasty. Because before it was giving very much You knew, huh? This is giving very much, you know what's going on. I got this picture. I'm gonna get emotional. I got this picture from one of my good friend, Kayla Jackson, her mom, Miss Jackson. Because I'm not gonna say her name on here because y'all didn't know all that. She ended up giving me this one night when I went to spend some time with all my friends in New Orleans before I left. And she just gave it to me. She was just like, here, I want you to have this. And I was like, what? Because when I went to her house, she had so many pictures of just Black art, like just Black women art, and just, you know, it just made me, I don't know, I was just attracted to it. I was just like, dang, she got so much art in her house. Like everywhere you looked, there was a big picture of just like somebody with fro, and it was amazing. And she gave me this picture, and I can't wait to meet the person who painted it because I'm excited. So if you see this, thank you so much. I love this picture. I'm never gonna give it away. It's always gonna be my picture. I'm always gonna tell everybody where I got it from. Shout out to Kayla Jackson. I love you. Shout out to your mom. Amazing woman. Ain't nothing like a Delta woman, huh? Woo! Child. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I got on here and I talked my talk and I told y'all how I felt about what was really going on. And though I want to get heavy, I think this episode is going to be real light overview. I don't want to get too deep with y'all just yet because I have been quiet and growing and learning, and I'm on something else right now. So I'm going to tell y'all, just be ready for me. But I really wanted to check in with y'all because I feel like you guys deserve to know why I haven't been making episodes. I literally stopped making episodes season 2, episode 3. By now I'm supposed to have about 10, 12 episodes of season 2. But life happens, things happen, and it's always necessary. Sometimes you need a break. Sometimes you have to put other things aside to make sure you're okay. And I knew that I couldn't. I'm a person that's really all or nothing, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm figuring that out as I'm growing. But either I'm gonna do it all the way, I'm not gonna do it at all. And I felt like if I couldn't give my podcast my undivided attention, then it was kind of pointless, you know? So, and then on top of that, I had other things going on in my life that I'm about to get into that kind of just made me pump the brakes on it because, like I said, I'm either all or nothing. Either I'm all the way in or I'm not touching it. I don't have to do anything. Before I was about to drop episode 4, I think I had a show to do and I couldn't drop it. And then on top of that, I had recently found out. Now, I went to the illustrious Dillard University. I graduated this summer. Shout out to me. And I graduated with 2 degrees, not 1. Theater arts and then psychology as my second one. And being that I'm a double major, I knew that I was gonna have to stay at school just a little longer, but I didn't want to stay too long. I didn't want to be a super senior. You already know how that is. So I was overloading. I was taking like 21 credits. I was taking 19 credits, every other semester just so I could get out on time. Now, shout out to class of 2020 because y'all didn't even get to have a graduation. Everything was taken from y'all. So shout out to y'all for still pushing through, still being strong. I know some of my homies are in grad school. Some of my homies are back at home working, grinding. Shout out to y'all for real. And I wasn't able to graduate with my class. So it was already just taking a toll on me. Like, bro, I cannot graduate with my class. Like, oh my God, I'm about to have a freaking panic attack, man. So then I said, okay, Cleo, you want both your degrees? You get both your degrees. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna be class of 21. I'm good. It's just 1 year, whatever. I'm working hard. I got my semesters lined up in my head. I'm thinking I'm good. A month or 2 before graduation, they tell me that I'm missing a science class. I don't even like science. I don't even need science. So I was pissed. I was highly pissed. And I beat myself up for a long time. Like, bro, how I even let this happen? Like, how I not look at my own schedule? I can't be dependent on these. You know, I can't be dependent on my advisors. I gotta do it myself. I'm like really fussing at myself like, bro, how could you let this happen? And the beauty of that was I wasn't by myself. My best friend, Makai, shout out to you. He also, we were literally doing the same thing because he went from being, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, I hope I'm right. He went from being a music major to a theater major because Makai is into playwriting and writing. He had a whole organization who did plays. I'm talking about phenomenal plays. But he changed his major from music to theater, and I think he put music as a minor. And in his mind, I'm gonna graduate on time. Now mind you, he was already class of 21, already. So him, you know, he thinking he gonna graduate on time. We literally both had to take like a class or two this summer. So whole summer ruined. Couldn't walk. Everybody in 21 graduated. Everybody in 2021 graduated, and I'm still at school. Super senior. Supposed to graduate last year. I'm still here in the summer. So it took a toll on me. I'm not even gonna lie. It really affected me and how I thought about myself. And it's so interesting because I had so much to be grateful for. I mean, I'm a double major, the first one in my family. And by the part that really just almost makes me ashamed of being so ungrateful is the fact that I already was accepted to grad school. I'm in summer school, yeah, but I'm already set to move to California. I'm already set, my classes are already set. I talked to my directors, my advisors at Academy of Art University, where I'm going now. And I was still just complaining, pessimistic. I can't believe I'm in summer school. And looking back on it now, I wish I would have used that time to podcast, to tell y'all what I felt, because I knew that I wasn't the only one. And I'm pretty sure, even though my pain came from not graduating on time, there was still a lot of stuff going on around me. Pandemic was still out, you know, and a lot of people didn't graduate on time. A lot of my friends didn't know what they were going to do after college. You know, I feel like I would have been able to relate to a lot of people. I was too ashamed to say that I was graduating a year after I was supposed to graduate. Really a year and a semester. That time away from podcasting helped me understand that that's what it's for. Podcasting is for me to tell y'all what's going on with me and around me, because somebody's gonna relate to it. And now that I know that, there's no stopping me. Moving on. Now speaking of late graduation, things like that, I really wanna talk about the Kanye and Drake stuff. I know it's not a podcast for that kind of stuff, but they black, so I just feel like I should be able to talk about them with y'all. I love Drake's album. I love Kanye's album. Drake is impeccable. Kanye is impeccable. I don't want to say that one had a better album than the other because they're so different, you know? They're not the same. So I'm just gonna say how I feel about both of them. I'm gonna start with Drake because Drake is really hot right now. Everybody loves his album, Certified Lover Boy. The cover is getting replicated by, you know, brands and all that kind of stuff. So he really, his numbers are good right now. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know this, but I think this is what I saw. I think there was like a Peppa Pig album or like a song or something that came out when Kanye album came out, and their stuff had more ratings and more numbers than Kanye. So it's, I don't know. I think that Drake has a very, I think Drake is smart. I think that he knows what time to put it out. I think that he knows how to grab attention. I think he knows what to say. I think he picks really good features. I think that he makes sure that we're pleased with him. I've noticed that Drake makes a lot of music for his fans, you know. And some artists, you know, they make music for themselves and their fans just happen to like it. But I feel like Drake intentionally makes songs that he know his fans are gonna like. And I appreciate that about him. He's been doing this for a long time. And I'm pleased. Because I'm not gonna lie, his last album, it just felt very mainstream. Like, I liked some of the songs, but it just felt very mainstream. Like, it just felt like he kind of just threw it together and was like, there you go. A couple number ones, I'm good. But I think him taking this time off, really waiting it out and say he gonna drop it and then not dropping it, I think that the anticipation was so worth it because the album is impeccable. Like, I can listen to it full through, no skips, and be perfectly fine with what I feel when I listen to it. One of my favorite songs is In Too Deep. Don't judge me, that's just one of my favorite songs. And I like the song with him and Nicki. Now, do not shoot me, do not kill me. I am not a Nicki fan. I appreciate Nicki for what she's done for Black women and female rappers. Always. I will always put respect on her name. I will always honor her for that. But her as a person, I'm not really interested. Now, Kanye. I miss the old Kanye, I'm not gonna lie. I miss the Kanye that was political and raw and very opinionated. And he still is. He's still political. He's still raw. He's still opinionated. But he kind of just... It makes me sad to watch him deteriorate the way he is. Because he's slowly, like, losing his momentum. I appreciate the album, though. And I appreciate his variety. Now, I think that's one thing that Kanye has that Drake doesn't. I think Kanye has tried a little bit of everything. He got like the old Chicago type of vibe. Then he got that sad 808s and heartbreak. Then he got like that rock star techno Yeezus type thing. And now he on Jesus. You know, I can't be mad at that. I have to. You gotta give the greats their respect, man. Because only the greats can do 7 different things and people still listen to him. And I mean, before him and Drake was even beefing, he sold out a whole stadium. Like, had people sneaking in, and all he did was walk around in a mask and a jumpsuit with a bubble coat or whatever he had on. Some Kanye stuff. So I'm not gonna say that his album was bad. I think it was impeccable. I listened to the whole thing all the way through, no skips. And I think my favorite song is a song with him. Well, no. It's the song with the Lauryn Hill sample. I love Lauryn Hill, so when I heard it, I'm like, oh, already I like it. I can't think of the name. I wish I could think of the name right now. But you'll know what I'm talking about if you listen to it like everybody claim they have and they put their fingers on it. A lot of y'all have a habit of saying, we want music, we want new music, we want rappers. We tired of these mainstream mumble woo. And then you get the Drakes and the Kanyes and the J. Coles and the Kendricks and you don't even pay them attention. You tell them it's trash. Because if y'all don't know, Kendrick Lamar, K-Dot, is coming back out. And this is the last one and I just can't right now because Kendrick Lamar got me through a lot, man. No, but like seriously, Kendrick Lamar got me through a lot. His last album, Damn, don't even talk to me. Maybe I'm just too young or too old. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a music guru like I think I am. But I don't think I've ever heard an album where I can play it frontwards and backwards and hear two different stories. I don't think I can do that. Yeah. So, shout out to Kendrick. I'm waiting on your album, Don't Play With Me. You need to put it out this year. Or at least put it out the beginning of next year so I can have, an album to say was the album of my year. You gotta, I feel like if you into music, you gotta have an album of the year where you listen to that album all the time. It just made you feel good. It was a part of your life in that moment. You got to. Man. But I do believe that the Drake and Kanye beef was great. I love hip hop beef. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy the going back and forth, though. I'm gonna get more numbers, because all it does is hype up what's about to happen. Oh my God, who had the best album? Woo. And I mean, it's fun. We get to get on Twitter and have discussion. And I ain't gonna lie, I love Twitter. I love Black Twitter. Social media is draining and it's draining and stuff, but I just feel like I love Twitter. I get on Twitter and figure out everything, know everything that's going on. And it's also aggravating because I'm seeing everybody else's opinion that I didn't ask for. But it is what it is. And I think that the Drake and Kanye beef was just important for the culture. Any type of hip hop beef, to me, when it comes to rappers like that, it's important. I mean, Kanye put this man address out. Drake's a video of him black. It just was good, It just was a good beef. Even though it was short-lived, it was great. Now, Drake, in my opinion, did kill Pusha T. I'm not gonna lie, he killed Pusha T. Completely. I don't even hear about Pusha T anymore. Him and Kanye, even though Kanye gets on my nerves, he does stupid, dumb, inconsiderate things. He's honorary. Just like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne say some dumb, ignorant, you be like, Wayne, you from Louisiana. But he's honorary. Like, Lil Wayne was my favorite rapper forever until he started being ignorant. And he's still in my top 5, my top 10. He's still in the lineup. So you gotta just give people their credit. I don't think I will ever discredit Kanye. I don't care what he does. Because his music also got me through a lot. His music inspired me to be political. To hear, before J. Cole, it was Kanye. Before Kendrick, it was Kanye. You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta honor those type of people. You feel me? Like, before Drake, it was Lil Wayne. You gotta, it don't matter what they do, you gotta honor them, because who would have been who without the first? I wanna talk about where I've been. So, I've been ducked off, I've been chilling, and I've been moving to San Francisco. I am currently, you see my jacket? You see what it says? I'm a California girl. No, I'm from Louisiana, baby. Forever and ever. But right now, I'm in California. I've been here for 2 weeks, guys, and it's so different. It's so different than what I'm used to. I'm used to mosquitoes and flies and trees and grass, and I'm seeing over here gnats with no mosquitoes and hundreds of people on the street at one time. Now, I love it because they're not social. So I don't have to talk to nobody, but it's still a culture shock. I mean, and the food, where I'm from, the food, I can go anywhere, and even though it might be considered nasty, it's still gonna be good. Like, I went to Popeyes out here and I was devastated. I was utterly devastated. Most definitely devastated. I did not understand what the hell I was eating. I didn't know. I'm not. And then I also went to Walmart and I got some seasoning. So when I cook, yeah, I'm cooking now, y'all. So when I cook, it can taste like home. And the seasonings out here are, I mean, they got garlic powder, onion powder, but they don't have no Tonys at all. Like no Tonys. Like what the? Almost curse. What the hell? You ain't got no Tonys out here? But it is. They even got no hot. They even got no Louisiana hot sauce out here. They got Tabasco. What I'm gonna do with Tabasco? They got sriracha. I don't remember no sriracha. I need Louisiana. I need Crystal hot sauce. They have none of it. I'm gonna end up asking my sister or my mom for a care package because I'm gonna have a heart attack. I might as well go vegan out here. And I'm not gonna lie. They Mexican spots, they Asian and all those spots. Like when I say real authentic, like, you know, back home they have some authentic, but it's mostly like, you know, manufactured. Out here, this is real authentic Mexican and Asian foods, like real, like almost I'm scared to eat it because I know it's gonna be real and I don't know what they really be eating type thing. So I'm excited to try. I've been to the beach. I have an apartment, a studio apartment. I just feel so grown and I really want to cry and scream and punch walls, but I'm an adult. Adulting sucks. I'm 23 years old and I just got a car this year and I just got my license this year. Don't touch me. And I can drive. And I literally learned how to drive by coming out here. Now mind you, going from Louisiana to San Francisco, I drove half and half with one of my homeboys, shout out to him. And I thought I couldn't drive. I'm like, man, I cannot drive. Like I'm gonna crash the car. I got a ticket. Y'all. We were driving through Texas to get to San Francisco, get to California. You know, Texas is the longest part. Just disgusting. And I'm driving, I'm talking about, I'm trying to get us there. Like, I'm really whipping. Why I got a ticket? Why I got my first speeding ticket in Texas, not even in my home state. I got a ticket in Texas, you heard me? I'm doing 85 and a 65. Okay, and I'm trying to get somewhere, you feel me? Why are you in my face? Anybody who know me know how I feel about cops. I didn't get outraged. I didn't get disrespectful. But I did let my homeboy finish driving because my nerves were already bad because you pulled me over because I was doing 85 and a 65 and I feel disrespected already because if I'm in, don't worry about it. But yeah, he was white or whatever. And then we got pulled over again by another cop. He wasn't even a cop. Talk about some, oh my God, y'all need to, you know how when you get a new car, they got the little, what, you from Louis, I don't know, it's kind of, I mean, it might be different from everybody else. But in Louisiana, you get a new car, they put like the little tag on the back of your car with like the date that it expires and then you're supposed to have your license plate and all that. We put ours on our window. Some people put theirs on the back, you know, like where your, what's the column go, where your license plate go. And ours was in the window. Well, mine was in the window. He put me up to talk about some, you in Texas and you're supposed to be in the back and woo 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 and you don't get pulled over again and all this other dumbness. So I let my homeboy drive. You finish driving. That way we won't get pulled over no more. That way my nerves won't get bad. That way everybody good. Because if another cop pull me over, I'm gonna shoot him. And I hope he said hands up, don't shoot. There's so much I can say about this topic before I explode. Y'all know Texas, right? Yeah, I know him too. He cool or whatever, but he be having his days. But he had one of them days, and I don't like it. So basically, Texas has the abortion ban. If you're 6 weeks, you can't get an abortion. And it's taking me, excuse my French, it's taking me the fuck out. want to know who's in charge. I want to know what happened. You know, you want to know. I want to know what happened. I want to know who said that was okay. I want to know who said, okay, at 6 weeks, that's it. And because at 6 weeks, you kind of don't even, it's almost like you're just starting to figure out that you are, because you're having the symptoms. And I want to know why women weren't making that decision. Why it was mostly men, and why it was mostly white men, and why it wasn't mostly old white men. And why is everybody in higher ups in the system old white men? I just don't understand. You know, I be trying to understand and get everybody the benefit of that. But I when it comes down to the system, I don't get it. The infrastructure, the foundation of this system is utter trash. Disgusting. Beneath me. And I'm gonna make sure that I talk about it all the time, because I want you to know that it's disgusting too. Now, I would love to go into detail, but we're gonna save that for the next episode. It just feels so good to be talking to y'all again. But like my professor says, all good things must come to an end. So I think it's best that you unplug from everything and everybody, because it's so much going on, y'all. Like, it's so much going on. It's so much going on that I don't even have the words to even talk about everything that's going on, because it's so much going on. There's so much that I can say. Make sure that you put yourself first. Make sure that you're a priority right now in these trying times. It's trying times. Make sure that you honor your body and your mind right now, because those are the two things that we're battling with, and spiritually, but everybody not spiritual, so hey, I can't really say that. But those of you who are spiritual, talk to him, whoever him is. And yeah, I'm happy to be back. I'm happy that you guys are gonna still tune in, even though I have been missing for like months. And I hope y'all know that I got something. I got some stuff for y'all to think about, to ponder on, to question yourself, to question the world about, because that's my job. So like I always say, I have spoken about the topics, I've put it out there, but I want to know what you guys think. And I don't know why y'all don't put comments in my comment section. Like, I want to talk. I want to talk to y'all. Like, come on, it's the conversation. I love having conversations, especially stimulating conversations. It's best that you guys tune in from now on, because I promise you won't be disappointed. And that's a promise. But don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell if you are subscribed. Don't forget to go on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and Spotify, and subscribe to my podcast, because some people don't like the audio. Some people don't like the video, they just want the audio. And I would love for you guys to listen to my podcast while you're working out, while you're shopping, while you're doing whatever. And yeah, I see you, I hear you, and I love you. Take care of yourselves, man. It's wicked out here. And I'm going to see y'all next Friday. Peace.